Ink-a-dink, 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 ink-a-dink. Wow! Okay. That red button is your panic button? No, that's not a panic button. That's the on-off switch for the oil furnace. Okay, yeah. Huh. I know. Go ahead. I'm gonna move the camera around a little bit. Okay, I gotta adjust it a little bit too, because somehow or other, let's see. Okay. Okay. That's good. You got a lot of stuff down here. And you've got, well, I see one very noticeable non-attendee, and that's Little Geoffrey Peterson. And I know that because his bottle the Heineken bottle that he uses to cover over his nether regions is over here. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I know. Time is money. Okay. Well, I guess we start with the table. Now, we don't have your nice round granite top table, because you did manage to get that up the driveway. I saw it. It's down by the water. It's down by your waterfront on the pond. And I guess that means that ultimately you'll be maybe taping down there. But for now, okay. Wouldn't mind lending a paw, would you? I didn't think so. Okay, there's a lot of stuff moving around here. You're moving people just sort of through stuff in helter-skelter here. So this is going to be a very long. This is going to be a long process. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, let's start off. Let's start off with your, I know I'm blocking the camera's view. I'm sorry. Let's start off with some of your cohorts. Stand for Little Geoffrey Peterson. You have to lay your parrot down. Okay. There, now the camera can see you at least for a moment. Okay, here we go, start. Perhaps most importantly, here's your cat and hat phone. I guess I should say trademark. picture. Cat in the Hat phones. Okay. The table's half full already. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. Let's put the ice down there for a moment. Clumsy me, you probably knock it over. Okay, well, Little Geoffrey's stand is going to go for the purpose of screw fox news. Here comes cat news. Okay, they're just starting to make their appearance. Tell you one thing, it's pretty clean down here, but it's there's still, you got quite a few Speck of Dust Phones to choose from down here. Okay. And Elsie's on the line. Okay. See what else? What else we got? That works for a lot of, I think it's one we generally use for, now Sheriff Joe Arpaio won't be calling in for a while perhaps because he's sitting in the county jail now for some very, very bad behavior. But Sheriff Joe Arpaio's wife will be calling in, no doubt. Yeah, I know. I don't have to really remind anybody that Sheriff Joe Arpaio's wife, her name is Sheriff Joe Arpaio's wife, last name Arpaio. Okay, so what else we got? Yeah, okay. Oh, can't use that one. Copyright. Okay, so there's your Nickelodeon phone. Well, until we find Little Geoffrey Peterson, looks like he's been at work creating littler Geoffrey Petersons. And there's one of them. Two of them. And three of them. So maybe I had to bring you a little closer. If I can find my way around the corner to get to you. Well, how many of these do we bring with us? I mean, we had given out about 20 of them out of the 100 that you collected when we went on that safari in Africa to the veldt. And you found, you got some paw, either one, left or right paw. You were flinging these things and fly them all the way across Africa with one fling. Hit the Atlantic Ocean, skip. One last skip, up to about 630 square feet, up to Bethel. I bet you couldn't get them up to New Fairfield. I bet yeah, you probably could, so, okay. All right, hold on. Let me make my way around the table here in a moment, and I'll bring you a little closer. A little closer to the action. I'm gonna try to find some other stuff. Wow. Okay, hold on. Scrabble board. Okay, we're gonna. Well, this is gonna have to be untangled. This is gonna take a long time. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this right up here. It's not gonna be in the picture probably, but. More than likely not. Okay. Okay, yeah, I know. There. So. Let's see. Dogzilla. Remember we read that one show. We gotta do this from the dogs. Scrabble board. Balls. No, I'm not going to tell the joke about, we've been through that. All right, I work for you, I understand that. So, okay, so your old buddy Soupy Sales told a joke about it, and you're going to copy it. Your old buddy Soupy Sales told a joke about taking his girlfriend Peaches to the ball game, the baseball game. And, matter of facts, for argument's sake, for illustrative sake, these are going to be baseballs. No, okay, we'll do it right. So Soupy Sales takes his girlfriend Peaches to the softball game, and Soupy liked to talk about how he used to kiss Peaches in between the strikes, and then Peaches would kiss him in between the. Okay. So let's see. Okay. And just in case they ever went to a baseball game, there you go. Now I know you got a basketball here somewhere. Okay. No, you don't want them there? You want them up top? First, let me make sure that. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Well, that's not hold anything. Well, it's more important. So, speaking of cat news, and Fox News. Man, I thought you said we were by a lake. Well, look at this. Look at this thing. That's not. It's not. That's not from a lake, by the way. Okay. Hey, Sharky. We found Sharky. Got some of the team here at any rate. This might be time to stand up Joe. Okay. So while we're here, might as well talk about it. Might as well talk about the some of the shows you've done over the how many years? How many years, Basil? Okay, I can count backwards. Started January 2012. So that's 5 years, 5.5 years. Okay, 5.5 years. They went to the, undoubtedly Soupy and Peaches went to the ping pong or table tennis game also occasionally. So, you had a real estate career. We went over to Johnsonville, Connecticut, to look at some property that was for sale. Auction, I think it was starting bid. Well, it was about 70 acres of land and about 10 buildings. It had a. This is not. Oh, this is not Johnsonville we're at, is it? You didn't buy that, did you? Said, nah. Couldn't afford that. For $1.59 for 70 acres, 10 buildings in moderately manageable condition, a lake, and so we ended up in New Fairfield instead. So, oh boy. All right, now we're going to have to continue on. Okay. Now, just so people don't get the idea that this is your entire home, this is one little nook of the basement. You see behind him the oil tank, and we're thinking about contracting Kristen to turn that oil tank, or at least gussy it up a little bit and make it look like, what animal would be about that size? What animal would fit that, like a cow, could be a cow. Maybe that could be our representation of Elsie, to make Elsie white with black spots or something, and dress it up and make it look like a cow, add a head on. It's got the body, it's got legs. Oh, speaking of legs, you know, we missed a lot of stuff with the news. Cat News has been missing a lot of stuff. And I know the other stations, CNN and CBS and Fox and all the other news stations. I don't want to mention MSNBC because we tried to think of them as being a good news station, but they're owned by by General Electric, and they're really, all these stations are so corporate, they don't really ever do the, they'll never talk critically about any corporations. So they're really all pretty much worthless. But, oh, hey, whoa. Well, yeah, I could do that. I could mention some of your awards over the years. And you generally get more awards than any other show on the station. Most active, let's see. Most active portable equipment user. Most active edit suite user. Here's with those. That was 2016. That was last year. Okay. You got some challenges for that this year with all this moving rigmarole. Number 2, most original shows. And looky what we have here. Now, in case the audience doesn't remember, you somehow you got this away from I don't know whether you got it from the White House or whether you got it from the Trump's suite up on Central Park South in Trump Towers. But there's this $20,000 piece of art that the Trump Foundation paid for, and we know it's worth $20,000 because it says $20,000 right on it. Okay, so we know it's worth $20,000, and it's a striking likeness of Drumpf, and of course Drumpf is the family name. So out of respect, we identify it as being Donald Drumpf. So, and look, I'm going to hold them up right next to one another. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Except you notice, in this picture he's orange, and in this picture he's green. And he figured that his orange likeness was good for the Irish Protestant vote, because that's one of his big voting blocks. He gets a lot of Irish vote, and all of these parties try to micro identify voters according to what can be used in order to motivate them to generally get angry at some of the other team, and then go out and show up and vote for your team. So orange, Trump had the orange, he figured. So he figured, well, you know what? Let me try for the Catholic vote too, while I'm at it. And so the likeness is green, so that all good Catholics know that Trump is certainly one of them, and they should like him and respect him. And oh my God, crib notes. Okay. Oh yeah, corporate sponsors. People's Bank. And now see, you had to be Mr. Weisenheimer, and People's Bank's tagline is know-how, Knowhow, and you just made a little adjustment in that to know-how, like know-how, Nohow. Let's see what other notes. Speck of Dust Phone. Oh, okay. Well, this has been one of your most popular themes after Bill O'Reilly got the heave-ho from Fox News for some bad behavior. Okay, now we watched a Daily Show, of course now with Trevor Noah, but also beforehand with Jon Stewart. Now Jon Stewart's one of a kind. He's just he's very firm and effective in discussing issues, but he's very gentle at the same time. And he had a fellow by the name of Bill O'Reilly on the show with him, 3 or 4 times during the over the years that Stewart was on, and they had some good conversations. I mean, they didn't get angry. Nobody got angry. O'Reilly stayed calm. They disagreed on just about everything, but having said that, they had good discussions, so our plan is to get Stewart and O'Reilly together again on a regular basis and talk about a subject each time. And I mean, who wouldn't watch that? I mean, you have the group that love Bill O'Reilly, they'd be watching it. You have the group of people that love Jon Stewart, and already we've covered just about everybody between those two groups. But curiously enough, very few people love both of them because of the issues. And ask and have them discuss an issue. Let's see. Okay. And just to go into one of those, one show would be, now, we know that Jon Stewart's living on a farm in New Jersey. He has sheep and pigs. And O'Reilly has an apartment in Trump Tower in New York City. And 4 of the bedrooms, plus the den and the library, are occupied by sheep and pigs. And those must be the ones that follow him most closely on his show, when he had a show. I guess he's going to get another one before long. So, okay. All right, we're going to have to come back and continue this because we've run out of our allotted time. But this has been Basil BuddhaCat Presents! Exclamation point. I'm David Stevenson, Basil's co-host, interpreter and chief gopher. And we shall see you. We're going to take a little bit of a hiatus over part of the weekend, but Sunday morning we'll be back to do another show, and have a blessed Friday night, and we'll see you Sunday morning.
They say they'd rob your grandma blind on Wall Street, on Wall Street. Fritter her away her Medicare on Wall Street. And Pharma Oil and their pet fox don't care if she lives in a box, so long as they wear platinum jocks on Wall Street, on Wall Street. Meow.